Hi everyone, this is Attila from Logic Scripts. Welcome to this new video where I am sat in my son's room due to the fact that it's a nice and bright day here in Stockholm, Sweden, and it's a much nicer backdrop than my usual dungeon where I keep my computer. I've decided to show myself. Voila, I hope you can survive the disappointment. But I realized that just watching a screen capture can get pretty boring, so I'll try to educate and entertain at the same time. Hopefully the scripts aren't disappointing. Both of the scripts I'm going to show you today deal with randomization of notes. The first one is called Somewhat Random. It's originally a request I received on a forum called Logic Pro Help, which is a really cool forum if you need information on Logic. I definitely recommend signing up there because the guys are really knowledgeable and helpful. Okay, so enough of the BS. How can you use these scripts? Somewhat Random is a pretty basic and simple concept, but it turned out really cool and really useful, I think. You tell the script that this array here with notes, these are the notes I want to use. So I want to use this region, its flair, its tempo, its feel, the phrasing, the whole thing, but I don't want to use its notes because they're bland. So let's listen to the region as it sounds without any modification. It's very nice. I'm sorry for bad mouthing it, but we want to change it anyway. This is just a MIDI loop from the built-in stuff that come with Logic. So, and your settings in the Somewhat Random script are to either randomize the notes once or for each note on. Once, if we check once here, that means that okay, sorry, we are in bypass mode, obviously. You see, I have different notes than my actual trigger notes here, but they are now associated with each other, the trigger note and the randomized note. They are both associated with each other for the lifespan of the script, which means either till you hit run script again or until you change the randomization mode. So if I So I get the same randomized notes, whereas if I hit each, I will get a new note for every new note on. Now, with these example notes in the script, this is hardly going to sound good. But if we spice it up and let's say add a bunch of E Phrygian notes here. What's next? G sharp, right? Oh, maybe a number as well. G sharp 3. A3, B3. Let's add the C4 for good measure. Now if you change the notes, you have to hit run script again. So now if I play something here, it should sound a little bit more Phrygian-ish. Okay, you get the idea. So if we play the region back now with the Phrygian notes, so let's bypass it once. So I think this pretty nicely illustrates the potential of this. You can do some real cool stuff with existing regions and completely change the flavor and feel of it. as it is, the somewhat random script is free, which means you can go on my site and or it's called the name of fair price item, so you can enter anything from 0 to infinity dollars. I prefer infinity, but 0 is fine as well. And you will be notified of any updates, etc., and also be notified if I add new scripts and stuff. So it will be really cool if you go and got it. If you went and got it. I am really liking this script, and I don't want to be a Scrooge, but I'll probably add more functions, like you can so you'll be able to pick scales like this immediately instead of having to type them in and add a bunch of frills. I'm not sure that that is going to stay free, but we'll see. Okay, so that's the one random script I wanted to show you. I also have another one called Random Note Maps. It does a similar thing. However, here you do not enter any predefined notes. Here you tell the script to look out for this range of trigger notes from, let's say, C3 to B5. Let's put it even. Let's just make it the entire keyboard. Okay. So anything that comes in is for anything that comes in, we create a random note in this range from note limit low to note limit high. And again, this setting is the same as before. Either we do this once, so we have, you know, the G8 is always associated with a BE6, for instance. That's just an example here. Or we do it on each new note on. This script, you have to hit randomizer and run to confirm the settings. This is a logic bug. Sometimes the graphic user interface doesn't really update until you hit play. So if you end up with things not happening as you expected, just hit play and they sort themselves out. Okay, so if we play this region back with this script, this is going to sound not quite as nice as the version before, because here we just have the entire chromatic range from the note limit low to the note limit high. This definitely sounds more avant-garde, and it will sound even more. Now this sounds pretty. If we do it this way, it should sound a little bit less avant-garde. But, you know, could be useful for something. I'm not sure what right now. But and also here you have the option to reset the default note. So once you check that, the region should play back as God intended it to. Okay. This script as well is available on both logicscripts.net and my Gumroad page, which is gumroad/logicscripts. I hope you check this out. I will try to make another couple of videos, real short ones like this, about new scripts. So, but you know, scripts are easier to write than YouTube's videos are to make. But I'll be back soon, and I am thankful that you have watched this presentation. See you later. Bye-bye.